Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying 2 cheesecakes. We have the Funfetti Cheesecake, and then we have a private selection New York style Churro cheesecake. The Funfetti Cheesecake was $14.99, and that is for 1 pound, 8 ounces, or 680 grams. The private selection was $8.99, and that is for 16 ounce, 1 pound, 453 grams. So the Funfetti, I'm going to just open that one first. Okay, so this lid just pops off, and there it is. And it has a, I think, or is it just there? I wondered if that's a piece of paper or if that's, oh, okay, no. That is actually a piece of cardboard on the bottom. So the reason I'm putting it on this plate is because the calories and stuff are on the bottom, and I want to be able to give you that information for the video. Now this one, you can see it's like wrapped in plastic inside here. It's loud, I know. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, let's see. You still pick it up like this. I have a plate. And it's like...
It's sealed.
Sealed, yeah, okay. So, but you can see it has the cardboard underneath. We bought these in the bakery. The bakery department has a these refrigerators that you... what do you call those? That you reach down into?
Oh, like a deep freeze on
Like a deep freeze, but they're refrigerated. It's not a freezer. And so that's where I found these. So they weren't like at the bakery counter. They were right outside the bakery counter. So that is how that looks. Honestly, the Funfetti was a lot easier, as you could see, to open than that one. So I want to cut these for you. Let's see how many servings you're supposed to get. This says 5 servings, so I'm just going to cut it the way I want because of that. Because 5 servings is kind of an odd amount. There we go. I think that's a nice slice. And you can see the color in there. Very pretty. And then this, let's see if it says the same. This says a 1/4. So they want you to cut that into just 4 pieces. Again, I'm going to cut it the way I want to. Okay. Just like that. So we're going to try the Funfetti first. Like I said, love the colors. Go ahead and try it.
Pretty decent size crust on the bottom.
Yes. It says 1/5 of the cheesecake, 136 grams. You would have to weigh it if you care. It's 490 calories. This is made by Rich Products Corporation. It's www.riches.com, and they are in Buffalo, New York. Yes, I did see that you dropped a little piece on the floor. The first ingredient is... He can't get away with anything in this house. The first ingredient is cream cheese. Okay. And we bought them refrigerated. We've stored them in the refrigerator.
You would want to.
Yes.
They may freeze too. I don't know how well they'd freeze. You'd probably freeze them if you wanted to keep it around for long. I like the flavor. It's a stronger vanilla flavor than a traditional cheesecake.
It tastes like Funfetti.
Yeah, it's that traditional like vanilla.
It
cake.
really does taste like the cake.
Yeah, it's good. And the cheesecake flavor is not as pronounced as it is in a lot of things, like cheesecakes. So if you really love the cheesecake flavor and you would like less vanilla, this is probably not the one for you. But if you like that really good vanilla flavor, but you like that texture of cheesecake, this is really, really good. I like it.
I do too. I really do like it.
Is it like a frosting, or is it just
honestly, it surprises me now that we've seen this and bought it. why hasn't the Cheesecake Factory ever done a Funfetti? I guess because you have to pay for a name. Funfetti is it's registered, so not everybody can just...
it's a trademark.
Yeah, it is a trademark of Hometown Food Company. So, you know, the Cheesecake Factory wouldn't just be able to slap that on. You know, they want, Hometown Food Company wants to approve that, and I don't blame them because it's a very specific flavor. Mm-hmm. If you've ever bought one of the cakes, one of the white cakes that have Funfetti, that's what it tastes like, except this is in a rich, heavy cheesecake dessert. Mm. And I do like the graham cracker crust.
Yeah, the crust is really nice too. Mm-hmm. And like I said, it's not really strong like that cream cheese cheesecakey flavor. It's a little, the flavors are lighter.
I agree. There's no tang to it.
Right. I'm also impressed that they actually made it taste like Funfetti and didn't just put sprinkles on it, make it and say it's Funfetti when it just looks like Funfetti.
Yes, it doesn't just look like Funfetti. It actually tastes like Funfetti.
Because we've had stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, gee, thanks for adding those sprinkles to that thing you always make.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And this is the private selection New York style cheesecake, but this is churro.
It also has a thick crust on it.
Made with rich graham cracker crust. The first ingredient is cream cheese. A fourth of the cheesecake, 113 grams, is 390 calories.
I wouldn't have said churro. It tastes more like a cinnamon roll to me than a churro, but I can see where they're going with it.
Did you have any of the bag? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the traditional cheesecake flavor and texture. The very back and the very, very bottom is just cheesecake. It's that top brownish part that's the cinnamon part. I like it.
I like it very much. I think it's delicious, but I agree with you completely. It tastes like a cinnamon roll.
Yeah. Like that goo in a really nice cinnamon roll, that cinnamony sugar goo part, that's what it tastes like.
As it is, it reminds you, it's like if you were to buy the cinnamon rolls that you make for breakfast, and you put them in a pan yourself, and they're cold, and it's like, oh, this is what it would be like if you ate it cold out of the refrigerator and didn't bake them.
Yeah.
If you didn't bake them because it's cold, it's, it's that temperature. Of course, it's not doughy at all, but it's the same flavor. Yeah. And that they should have called it cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll. Mm-hmm. I don't like the cinnamon part by itself.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that by itself.
Because I tried some without the cheesecake and the crust underneath, it's almost bitter cinnamon almost.
It is strong. The cinnamon is very, very strong.
But so it's not as sugary as the cinnamon roll is. It's very strong cinnamon. But if you get it all together, it's really nice. I think
it's good all together. Mm-hmm. And two, you're paying a lot more. I mean, I know it's bigger. I know the Funfetti one, it was slightly bigger. But it's a lot more expensive for the Funfetti. But I think a lot more people will like the Funfetti.
Yeah, I think the Funfetti is more safe as far as a really nice vanilla.
Yeah, I think so too. Whereas this, there's going to be some people who think it's too strong, but then again, you just get a little slice. There's no way I would ever just slice that into 4 pieces.
No, that'd be too much. I love cheesecake, but that would be too much. It'd be too rich for me.
It would be very, very, it is very rich. It's a heavy dessert.
Yeah.
So it's like comparing apples to oranges, even though they're both cheesecakes. They're so different. Mm-hmm. But
they're both good in their own way.
They are, but the one that I would buy again would be the Funfetti.
I would too. Even though it costs more, I would still buy that one to snack on.
Exactly. So hopefully you can find them in your area. Like I said, it wasn't like at the counter at Kroger. It was off to the side in one of those refrigerated things. You can look down in there and see what they have.
Like a display case. I can't think of I don't know where you got them at. So
it was the bakery was right here.
And they have that little section.
They have like a square here.
Right.
And
like
sometimes
cakes
they'll put like chocolate covered strawberries in there or something like that.
It's just a refrigerated holding area, basically.
Yeah, this time they had these in there. So I looked down in there and it was like, ooh, Funfetti. Yeah. And they only had the churro as far as in the private selection brand. So if every time we go to Kroger, I look to see what they have in the bakery. So I'll definitely be on the lookout for more. All the bakeries seem to have the traditional cheesecakes, and I'm not interested in trying those anymore. If you've tried one, you've tried them all.
Yeah.
The ones that they have traditional New York style cheesecake, they have a strawberry one usually. They have like maybe a tuxedo or something like that. They all have that plate with the four.
Mixed.
And it's like
the variety pack,
the variety, yeah, the sampler. Once you've had it from everywhere, But if I do see anything different, then I will absolutely try it for sure. So I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be pictures at the end, and thanks for watching.